I'm Rod Runyan, Professor of Retailing and also Associate Department Head at the White Lodging-J.W. Marriott Jr. School of Hospitality Management at Purdue University. Well, I think there are three big things that are affecting and will continue to affect. The first one is one that is obvious to everyone. It's impacting everyone, which is inflation. And when I talk about inflation here, I'm talking about the things that are affecting all of us. And those are prices of items that we purchase every day or most every day. And that is things like gas and food. That then affects what we have for discretionary spending for other things like big ticket items like TVs or apparel or things like that. When I was in the grocery store a couple weeks ago, just to buy some stuff for breakfast, a pound of bacon was $10. And this was in a small grocery store chain, but still, it's the type of place that people shop and it affects them. The second one I would say is the impact that's going to be happening in the next couple of months and will continue with the tens of millions of people in the United States who are going to have to start repaying their student loans. And many of those are students, or I'm sorry, not students, but families in their 20s to 40s who have children and are the ones who are going to usually spend a lot of money on Halloween and also on Christmas. And the third one, I think, is just the uncertainty with people about what's going to be happening going forward. Some of that is about politics, but a lot of it is they don't know if this inflation that we're experiencing is going to continue or it's going to stop. I think we're going to see a continuation of that trend this fall and into the holiday season that we've seen for the last 10 years, which is an increase in online shopping versus brick and mortar shopping. I think one of the things that's going to drive that even more this year are a couple of things, and one of those, or maybe even three things. First one is probably the fact that prices are going up. If online you can get a better deal, that's great. Second part of that is logistics, and people aren't necessarily sure when they go into a store if the selection is going to be there, so they might as well shop from home. And maybe the third thing is the proliferation of retail theft that we've been hearing about. As you and I talked about a little earlier, Target and other stores have been closing stores. These are in urban areas, but they have a ripple effect. They have other places that they are having issues with this too. And there's a twofold issue there. It causes them to have to raise prices, but in some cases it also makes not retailers, but consumers wary of going to the store. And so all those things are part of what is driving people even more to online shopping. AI, of course, is the hot topic. Doesn't matter where you are. It's a hot topic in academia. And right now it hasn't impacted customer experience to an great extent. But in the future, I think it absolutely will. There's one reason really to shop in the store, and that is for the hedonic, the opportunity to enjoy things, to touch things, to see things, to shop with other people, to shop around, to look at things and go to different stores. If you're afraid to go in the store, or if when you go into the store, the things you want to buy are locked up and you have to find someone to unlock it for you so you can buy a bottle of Advil, or so that you can buy a printer cartridge, you're going to just buy it online. We are not very far away from having customers walk into a store, opt in to the experience there with their cell phone. Their phone is scanned, and an AI greets them, whether on their phone or at the door, and helps to guide them to where they think that, or where that AI thinks the shopper wants to go. Or the shopper will even ask,